All right, give me a moment, Israel. There we go. Hey, Shalom, Israel. This priest and officer Quatazar Karab, and I'm holding down the Tuesday Brotherhood class. Until further notice. You understand? What is brotherhood? You understand me? Brotherhood is when you have your brother back. Brotherhood is when I could call my brother when I'm in trouble and he's right there when I need him. Brotherhood is when you come into I.S.U.P.K, you see Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian men come together under one banner to serve Christ. You understand what I'm saying? That's brotherhood. And in order to have brotherhood, you have to separate yourself from this place, man. You're not going to have genuine brotherhood by being in a place that doesn't love you, that doesn't treat you like a brother or sister. You understand what I'm saying? You need to come inside the I.S.U.P.K and understand brotherhood. And we are going to tell you to separate from this place, man, because this place do not love you like your brothers in the I.S.U.P.K do. Now, Bod, if you could, you can be Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. Wow. Yeah, man, like we gotta separate from this place, man, in order for us to get genuine brotherhood. You understand what I'm saying?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Go ahead.
For thou art an holy people.
We are what?
An holy people.
See, the Bible say we are holy people. Holy means separate, Qadash in the Hebrew. Being separate is not doing what your oppressor does. Being separate is, doing the total opposite of what you're doing to your brother today. You understand? Today we hate our brothers. You understand what I'm saying? We need to start loving our brothers, and that's how we separate from the oppressor. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Listen, we're supposed to be holy unto the Lord thy God. So which means is you're supposed to do what the Most High say in order to be holy. Understand? You got to keep his commandments in order to be holy, to be separate. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot do what you want to do and be holy. You understand what I'm saying? The Christian church might tell you that, but you cannot do what you want to do. Holy is a different type of thing in I.S.U.P.K. Holy is you see our fringes swinging. We keeping the Sabbaths. You understand what I'm saying? We keeping the high holy days. And last but not least, we love thy brother as thyself. You understand what I'm saying? That's being holy. Good, keep going.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
He chose you to be a special people. He didn't choose you to be killing one another. He didn't choose you to be selling one another drugs. He didn't choose you to be stealing from one another, robbing one another, trespassing against one another. He didn't choose you for that. He chose you to be special. Your purpose on this planet is a special thing. It's like no other. It's separate from everybody else's. That's why it makes it special. You understand what I'm saying? Now you for everybody now. Our people for everybody now, man. And that makes us not special. That makes us at the bottom, under people that we're not supposed to be under. You understand? If you could keep reading.
Above all people.
You see that? We're supposed to be above all people. We're not supposed to be under these people, man. We're supposed to be above these people. We're supposed to be set on high, man. And keeping these commandments is going to have you being set on high. You understand? And be separate and be holy, and definitely being special. You understand? If you ain't doing that, you ain't trying to keep the commandments of the Most High. Listen, man, you're just going to see death. I'm coming to you as a brother. You're going to see death. I go walk outside my door in the ghetto, all I see is death. People smoking weed, people getting high, people selling drugs, people just eating shrimp, crab, and lobster. Like, listen, like, I work in a park. I clean up a park for a living. That's my, that's what I do as for my slavery. Understand what I'm saying? I clean up a park, and all I see is crab legs on the floor. You understand what I'm saying? All I see is Dutch cuts on the floor. All I see is bottles of beer and, condoms and other things on the floor from our people. You understand what I'm saying? And that's not being separate. That's not being holy. And that's not being special because we're doing what they want us to do. They want to destroy you. So you're doing what you want. You're doing what they want us to do. You understand? Let's destroy one another. I mean, I'm here to tell you as a brother to come into I.S.U.P.K and witness this brotherhood and sisterhood, because this is on where's it at, really. You know, if you ain't inside these doors, you're dead. Sorry to break it to you. You're not inside the I.S.U.P.K, you're spiritually dead, man. And you know, we're dying physically too as well, man. Now, if you could abide, can you give me Baruch chapter 4, verse 1? And man, we gotta keep these commandments, man. You know what I mean? One of the commandments is love thy brother as thyself. We're gonna get into that a little later. You understand? But you gotta love your brother, man. You gotta love your sister, man. Man, if you could, you know, read, we got it.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God.
See, this is the book. This is what it's speaking about, the Holy Bible. This is what Baruch chapter 4, verse 1 is talking about. This is the book of the commandments. You understand me? Keep going.
And the law that endureth forever.
So listen, the law is supposed to endure forever. So which means to the day that you die. I mean, you got to keep the law to the day that you die. When you come to I.S.U.P.K, you're going to be taught this. You're going to be taught to keep the law to the day that you die. And one of the laws and the commandments that we live by that's really going to bring us back into the fold is keeping the brotherhood, keeping the sisterhood, loving thy brother as thyself, loving thy sister as thyself. This is what we're going to make us rise to the top and be above all people and being special. Keep going.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
Listen, you keep this brotherhood, sisterhood, you're going to come to life, man. If you treat one another like brothers and sisters, you're going to come to life. Listen, we treat each other like crap in the ghetto. You understand? We hate one another. You understand? We are abusing one another. We are trespassing against one another. You know what I mean? You're not going to come to life by doing that. You know what I mean? The oppressor looking at you as a savage, as an animal. You know, they use stereotypical things today in the world that make us, you know, feel like we the problem. You know, but you got to understand that if you keep these laws, they ain't got no reason to call you a savage. They ain't got no reason to call you an animal. If they see you conduct yourself in a better manner and treating your brother differently than how you're treating them now, they can't say anything. And then if they do, you're just going to show how racist they are.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Don't give them a reason to say anything. You know, because, for example, like Black Lives Matter. You know, when an oppressor killed one of our brothers, they say, well, it's black on black crime, right? Let's take away that black on black crime so they can't say that. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get rid of black on black crime so they cannot say that, oh, y'all killing one another. So why you talking about the cop killing you? You know what I mean? Let's not kill one another. So if a oppressor or a devil wind up murdering one of us, you know, they can't say anything.
Right.
And that just show, and that's going to show us how racist these people really are. Because now we ain't got a reason for them to do anything. Now it's like, okay, your people killing my people, Mr. Good White Man and white woman. What are you going to do about it? You understand? And now, if you could keep going.
But such as leave it shall die.
Listen, you leave this. Listen, we left these commandments a long time ago. This is why we got on the cargo slave ships, man, because we left the Most High a long time ago, man. Like in the Bible, listen, it speak about our downfalls more than our triumph moments. Understand? Like we was hard-headed, stiff-necked.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? We ain't want to follow the Most High God. We didn't. This is why He punishes us continuously. And what a father does is punish his child, man. But He still loves you. He has mercy on you to give you a second chance, man. And your brother, Yahushua, he died for you. That's real brotherly, man. And you can't keep these commandments, man. I mean, these Christian pastors and these Muslim imams, they telling you a different way to live, and Christ is telling you about brotherhood, and you don't want to keep that. You don't want to love your brother as yourself, man. Like the main reason why we here right now is because we left the commandments, man. We stopped treating one another like brothers and sisters. You understand what I'm saying? Every man for themselves. You understand what I'm saying? We wasn't united. We was all for ourselves, and we didn't care about no other god. We didn't care about our God. We cared about Zeus and whatever the Roman gods and Greek gods that was at that time. We cared about those guys and whatever stinking African gods. And that's like today. We care about these stinking African gods and these sun gods and these, what else guys? These the zodiac signs and all that type of stuff. Like we care about those things, you know. Sidebar, listen, a zodiac sign don't make you who you are. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't. You understand what I'm saying? Your thoughts is not the most high thoughts, so you do what you want to do. But if you come inside the I.S.U.P.K, we're going to show you brotherhood, and we're going to definitely show you that zodiac signs can't make you. You know what makes you? The law, statute, and commandments of this book is going to make you who you are.
Right.
It's going to treat you. It's going to teach you to treat people with kindness. It's not going to say, "Oh, be stubborn." You know, some zodiac signs say, "Oh yeah, you could be. Oh, I'm stubborn," and then you're going to be stubborn for the rest of your life. But the Bible tells you not to be stubborn. Don't be stubborn. Don't be stiff-necked. That's a bad trait to have. You understand what I'm saying? And that makes you want to follow the law if you stop being stubborn. Because the main reason why we here and dying is because we're stubborn. You know what I mean? We don't want to follow the law. We don't want to keep this law. We don't want to have brotherhood and sisterhood. This is the main reason why we die. You know, brothers is killing brothers every single day. I turn on the news, a brother is killing brothers every single day. I believe that somebody got murdered or killed down here not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? Like, we are killing each other at an alarming rate, man. It's sad, man. Listen, I.S.U.P.K is the remedy for all your problems. We are the medicine that you need. You understand? If you could, can you give me Proverbs chapter 7, verse 2, man? We gotta live, man. Keeping these commandments is gonna make you live.
This book Proverbs 7 and verse 2.
Go ahead.
Keep my commandments and live.
And what?
And live.
Listen, keep the commandments and live. If you ain't keeping these commandments, you're not living. Listen, a Christian pastor will tell you the law is done away with. And he eating shrimp, crab, and lobster, celebrating Christmas, Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving. He is not keeping the commandments. So when you walk in that Christian church, just know that you're going to be this in a cemetery. It's just death in there. There's no brotherly love. There's no sisterly love. You can do whatever you want in a Christian church. You understand what I'm saying? But you come to I.S.U.P.K, you're going to see us keeping the commandments and living. You know how people say, oh, I'm going to live my best life. Listen, I.S.U.P.K, we're living. These people outside these doors are not living. They don't have the breath of life. They don't have the understanding of brotherhood and sisterhood, what it truly means. And listen, they don't even understand what love really is. You understand what I'm saying? They don't know what love is. You know what I mean? Now, if I could, can you give me the scripture about what love is, sir? We need to understand what love really is, man. Like, we don't know what love is, man. Like, we don't. We think love is soft and it's a feeling. You know, it's supposed to make you feel good all the time. You know what I mean? You give me that scripture, and after that, follow up with a charity. Well, what is it? You know what I'm talking about, sir? You know what I mean? Like, we gotta understand what love really is, man. Like, love is don't feel good all the time. You know what I mean? Love is correcting your brother when he's in error, correcting your sister when she's in error. Love is waking up your people even though they can't stand you for doing it. You know what I mean? That's what love really is, man. And we're going to tell you what love really is according to the Bible.
I got the second one.
You got the second one?
I got the second.
All right. Listen, love don't always feel good, man. If you could, can you read it? I'm going to find another one for you.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
Charity suffereth long.
Charity what?
Suffereth long.
Listen, charity suffereth long. Like, listen, what is charity? Charity is love.
Right.
You know what I mean? And love hurts. Sometimes it hurts. You know what I mean? And you gotta understand that, listen, your husband get another red, it might hurt you. You know how females, they jealous and all that type of stuff. It's gonna hurt you. You understand? But if you really love that man, you're gonna stay with him. You're not gonna leave him because the Bible commands a woman to not leave her husband. You understand what I'm saying? He could get another wife. You understand what I'm saying? The Bible commands that. But now if you leave your husband because you're so hurt and this, and that, and third, you never really loved that man. You just love the feeling of him around, or what he could give you, or what he could do for you, and other things.
I got that.
I mean, love hurts, man. Understand that it's not always going to feel good. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you have a child, I mean, when you have a child, sis, it hurts. But you don't say, I'll kill a baby in the mid of, you pushing the baby out. We don't say that. You keep that baby. You understand? Listen, we got children, and sometimes they get on our nerves. Sometimes they disappoint us. That hurts sometimes to see, like, you got a disobedient child, and he's out there running the streets, and it hurts you to see, like, dang, he might not come in this house. Next time I might see him is in a casket, or I got to go ID him down at the medical examiner's office. You understand? That hurts. You understand? But you'll keep on trying to love him. Keep trying to love him and have mercy on him because, like I said, I mean, I have mercy on our people, but it hurts. Yeah, man. Now, if you could, can you read the first scripture I asked for a second?
This is the book of 1 John chapter 5 verse 3.
Go ahead.
For this is the love of God.
This is the love of God. Listen up, y'all.
That we keep his commandments.
That we what?
Keep his commandments.
If you're not keeping the Most High commandments, you're not loving anything. It's the total opposite of what you think it is. You're hating. It's hate. If you're not keeping the commandments, you hate your brother, technically. You know what I mean? If you're not really keeping these commandments, you hate God.
Right.
You really hate God. All these Christians, they love God. Oh, I love God because I go to church on Sunday. Or, I pay my tithes. I smoke a blunt and go pray and repent and then do it over and over again. Like you really don't love God. And then listen, the people with the personal relationships, man. I got a personal relationship with the Most High God. You ain't got no personal relationship with God. You don't even love him. Right. You're far away from him because you don't keep his commandments, man. You come into I.S.U.P.K, we're gonna keep these commandments because we really love God. Listen, we fear the Most High. Listen, man, I'm not nothing, man. Like, I'm trying to get right because I don't know what can happen to this. The Most High kill, he make alive, man. The Most High will punish you in a way that you can't imagine, and especially if you know that what you're doing is wrong. You know it for a fact that you're doing is wrong. You understand? And we know that treating one another is really wrong and it's bad, and we're supposed to stop doing that, man. This is why I'm in the I.S.U.P.K because I don't want to murder my brother. Right. I don't want to, sell drugs to my sister, a pregnant woman. You understand? I don't want to go rob nobody. I don't want to go have a disagreement with somebody. I pull out a gun and I shoot them. I don't want to have those type of thoughts in my head. You know what I mean? I don't want to disrespect my sister, looking at her as a piece of meat. I don't want to do none of those things, man. And I.S.U.P.K taught me that, man. I mean, I was wicked as hell when I was outside in this world, man. I was a vile, disgusting bastard, man. Now I'm a righteous man. Now I'm a priest and prophet of the Most High now, man. And you come to I.S.U.P.K, you're going to see brotherhood and sisterhood, man. We're going to give you the love that you really need. Right. And love come with correction and chastisement. Right. Love come with telling you what you're doing wrong, man. And we need that sometimes, man. We need somebody else to tell us what we're doing wrong, man. Sometimes you ain't right. All the time you can't be right, man. And a real brother and a real sister is going to tell you. And they're going to tell you out of love. You know what I mean? These days, we can't tell our brothers and sisters out of love. They're going to mind your business. You're not my daddy. You're not my mama. That's what they're going to say, man. But at the end of the day, we're telling you this out of love, man. And like I say, if you really love God, you'll keep his commandments, man. And you ain't gonna keep them commandments outside those doors. You gotta come in here to keep these commandments, man, because you're gonna be ordered to do so. You know what I mean? Or you ain't gonna be in these doors or come into the side of the school if you can't keep these commandments. If you just want to be hard-headed. But sometimes you just gotta just do it. You know what I mean? I remember I was in the world and I was prolonging to come into the school. I remember General Hazayan, man, he was like, man, just walk in here, just do it. Don't wait. You know what I mean? Don't say, oh, I'm gonna go tomorrow, I'm gonna go today. I'm going tomorrow, I'm gonna go 2 weeks from now. Just go do it now. Drop whatever you're doing, just go do it. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I did, man. So I got sick and tired of living the life I was living, man. So I came into the I.S.U.P.K and I'm teaching this class now. Most High in Christ for that, man. Now, if you could, what scripture was that? That was
1 John, probably. There's a little bit more in one.
All right, kind of one kind. You read some more.
This book of 1 John 5, verse 3.
Go ahead.
And his commandments are not grievous.
Right. Being a brother is not hard to do. Keeping the commandments is not hard to do, man. Like, if you tell yourself it's difficult, it's going to be hard. You got to train your mind to say it's easy. It's easy to do. That's how you got to train your mind. This is why when I hear people say, oh, it's hard, I'm going to try to do it. No, fight to do it. Don't try, just do it. And you make a mistake, do it over again, do it over again. Let's make sure your heart is in the right place. Let's make sure your heart is in the right place to do it. Not just doing it because you want some rank or you want to be, a popular person in the school. You don't want to know. You're doing it. You want to do it well, man. It's going to be hard. No, it's not. Don't tell yourself it's going to be hard, man, because you're never going to do it. You're never going to do it. You're never even going to want to do it because you tell yourself it's hard. You're just going to stay smoking weed. Oh, I can't stop smoking weed. It's hard. It's not hard, man. It's not hard. If I could stop smoking weed, or anybody else in the school that ever smoked weed before and they stop smoking weed, what makes you think you can't do it? What makes you think you can't get over the traumas of your childhood, man? If I done it, it's not hard, man. I had evil eyes towards brothers when I was outside of that world. You understand? But now I'm in here. I don't have no evil eye towards any brother. It is not hard to do, man, because I don't look at it like that. Listen, this coming from a priest and prophet of the Most High. This is some wise advice. I mean, stop telling yourself that it's hard to do. Think about it as it being easy. Right. You know what I mean? And fight it. Don't try to fight. We're in a fight. This walk about warfare. It ain't about no trying. We gotta fight. You know what I mean? We gotta fight. That's how I look at it. I don't really like using that word trying. Sometimes I might slip up and use it, but I like to use the word fight. I want to fight. You know what I mean? I want to fight every time I, have an evil thought in my mind or evil way of treating somebody. I'm gonna have to fight not to do it. You know what I mean? That's how you get them demons off of you, man. Right. Understand what I'm saying? Be swept clean. Yeah, man. Until they try to come back in there, that they ain't gonna be able to come back in there because you're so built up that wall that they can't break it. You understand? Right. That's what you have to do, man. And that's not going to happen by yourself. I got in here because of, I fought my demons and conquered my demons because of brotherhood, right. Because of advice that a captain gave me, or an officer gave me, or a general gave me. That's how I became who I am today, is from the council, from the general or officer or captain. You understand what I'm saying? Slack it for the order. But that's how I became the person I am today, man. From council, from talking to brothers, from getting advice from brothers. You understand? Seeing how they move, seeing how they operate, seeing what they do. This is why you need to come into I.S.U.P.K, because you need to learn how to be a man, black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian man. You have to learn how to be that. And coming in here and witnessing this brotherhood is going to show you that. Now, if you could, can you give me 1 John chapter 4, verse 21? We'll start at 21.
1 John 4:21.
Kind of one kind.
I have a precept. I won't get there. I have a precept for this one too.
All right, kind of one kind. So I do your thing.
This is 2 John chapter 1 verse 6.
Go ahead.
And this is love, that we walk after His commandments.
Listen, you gotta walk after His commandments. You gotta do them. It's not hard to do, man. It's not hard to do. Listen, Sometimes, when we come in this truth, we become a baby or a child. You got to learn how to crawl before you walk. You understand? So, learning baby steps and baby steps and baby steps, ain't nothing wrong with it. But you have to walk in His commandments, man. You got to listen. When you walk, listen. When I was in the world, I used to wear black. I got all black on now. That's one of my favorite colors, right? I love black. I used to wear all black outside the school when I was never in the school, right? I always say my black in the world is not the same black in the I.S.U.P.K. Because now, when I wear my all black out in the world, I get looks like I be in the market, people be looking at me strange, like, who the heck is this person? Like I'm an alien or something. They look at me strange, like I got my headpiece on, my dawah on, my fringes swinging, and my boots on, and in my in my shades. They looking at me like, who is this? Oh yeah, I rock my fringes. That's a commandment. You gotta wear your fringes. You understand what I'm saying? That is a commandment. And man, this me rock my dawah, my shield. You know what I mean? This is a badge of honor right here to rock this shield, this dawah, man. This is a badge of honor. You understand? They're looking at me like, who is this person? I'm a separate, holy man, and I'm special. And I be looking at all these heathens like I'm above all y'all. Right. I'm above all y'all. That's how I walk. You know what I mean? That's the say of the Lord. I'm above all y'all. You know what I mean? So that's how you gotta walk, man. You gotta walk like you that, I would say, salt of the earth. You gotta walk like that. You gotta walk like, oh, these people don't play with. They don't start trouble, but they are not to be messed with. They are serious people. You know what I mean? We wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. You understand what I'm saying? This is how we move in I.S.U.P.K. And you're going to see that brotherhood. Listen, you're going to see, Zephaniah 2:1, you're going to see us gather together on nation not desire. Listen, when we pop out like no other. Like it's the bond cannot break. You'll see militant black men with headpieces, black boots on, dawah swinging everywhere, man, being brothers and protecting one another when we out there teaching that word, man. You're gonna see that, man. And you gotta walk inside these commandments, man. And you gotta also walk inside these doors if you want to really keep these commandments. Because if you outside these doors, you're gonna do what you want, man. Man, if you could, can you give me the scripture I want, sir? The water.
You said first.
First John chapter 4, verse 21. We'll start right there.
This book, First John 4, verse 21.
Go ahead.
If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
Now start from 21, sir.
Oh, 21, sorry.
No, you too smart.
This is the book of First John chapter 4, verse 21. And this commandment has we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also.
Listen, this is a commandment that you love your brother if you love God. That's a commandment. We just was read it, I believe it's 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. This is the love of God, that you keep his commandments. Well, guess what? If you love God, you will love your brother. You understand? There's no way around it. You can't find a loophole. You can't find, like, you try to hack and try to say, oh, well, no. It's a clear cut. It's no gray areas. If you love God, you will love your brother. That's a commandment. You understand? That's a commandment. Now, if you could you read verse 20, sir?
Wow. Look for John 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
He is a what?
Liar.
Listen, the Christian pastor is a liar. He don't love his brother. And he say he love God. We clearly read if this is the love of God if you keep his commandments. And if you love your brother, you will love God. Or if you love God, you will love your brother. The Christian pastor doesn't love God because he doesn't keep the commandments. So what makes you think he's going to love his brother? This is why the Christian church is not needed in the black community. We got churches on every corner of the black community, and there's robberies going on, and there's murders going on, and there's selling drugs and prostitution and all these vile, disgusting things that our people is doing, and there's churches on the corner. Listen, the church should be charged for not being brothers and sisters to our people, man. Because being a brother truly is going out in those communities and trying to get them off of drugs. To try to get them out or stop murdering one another. Stop eating strip crab. And like this is a seafood spot in every hood. Every ghetto that we live in is a seafood spot. There's ain't nothing wrong with seafood as far as like you eating fish. But shrimp, crab, and lobster, that's the main thing our people get.
Right.
They might get some whiting fish, but they getting them crab cakes, they getting them shrimps, they getting them crab legs. Listen, my family grew up on all that. It's a seafood spot in every ghetto. You go to I.S.U.K and around I.S.U.K neighborhood, you don't see that. You might see like one church, maybe one or two churches. But you go in the ghetto, you see like 4 or 5 churches. It'd be a church on like every 4 corners. And it's the most horrible things is going on in that neighborhood. Like they should be charged for not being brothers and sisters to our people, man. Because the I.S.U.K was in the ghetto and we had churches on every corner or schools on every corner. It wouldn't be like that. We wouldn't allow that. We'd be out there waking our people up because we love them. You know what I mean? That's why we go out there on these corners and then stand up on these podiums and cry aloud and spare not and show our people what they're doing wrong, man.
Right.
Because it's vital for us to do that because nobody else ain't doing it. The Christian pastor ain't doing it. You see them Christian pastors out there, you see them Jehovah's Witnesses out there, they got women out there trying to wake up our brothers and sisters, man. They could get hurt doing that, man. You need men out there, boots on the ground, man, to show. And then I'm very big on images, you know, because I think images, you know, destroyed our people because we look at so-called Jesus as a white man. We look at all our heroes as white men. You understand what I'm saying? Then when you go see these men in all black, war scars, head pieces, and stuff like that, boots on the ground, they look at us as the villain. Like something wrong with us. But guess what? They need to see that black militant image, though. They have to see that image. They have to see brothers coming together because that's a great image to show these black little boys.
Right.
They got to see something different. Listen. I like the dress. I like to be, you know, being fly, rocking all the latest gear and all that type of stuff. I don't rock Balenciaga, Off-White, all that type of stuff all the time. You understand? You see me in my all black with my Dawada, my headpieces, my shades, and my black boots walking these streets, man. Like you're gonna see that all the time. You know what I mean? You're gonna say, who the heck is this person? And I listen, it's TITHES, Officer 50 at the I.S.U.P.K. And I'm here to wake up blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians. That's what I'm gonna tell you. You know what I mean? And stop doing all the evil things that come together and being brothers and sisters to one another.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, can you start from the top, sir?
This is the book of 1 John to the 4, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
Yeah, understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love God, whom he hath not seen?
You see your brother every day, but you don't tell him his faults. You don't try to wake him up. You want his money. You don't want to wake him up. That's like me. I'm in the I.S.U.K. and I see my brother out there doing something in front of me, and I ain't gonna say nothing. Sometimes I say, listen, brother, that's not you shouldn't do that. That's not a good way to do it. You know what I mean? That's not the right way to do it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I had a conversation with my little cousin. You know, every time I talk to him, something happened to him. And I told him straight up, if you don't get your act together, you're either gonna be dead or in jail, man. You're gonna be dead or in jail if you don't get your act together. That's what you gotta do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sometimes they don't want to listen. Gotta let them, you know, be hard-headed. But I have hope for my people, and telling them that they gotta do right and do better is being a brother to them. I can't give them smooth words. I can't, like, because the truth gonna offend people no matter how you say it. You could say it in the most respectful manner. You can say it in the most softest voice. The truth is the truth. The truth is going to hurt no matter what. And we got to tell our people the truth. And that's being brothers and sisters to one another. Because if you're not telling them the truth, you're not really being brothers and brotherly. I want my brothers to tell me the truth. It's gonna hurt something. Like I said, charity suffers long. That truth gonna hurt. It's gonna offend you. But you need to take it in and think about it, and maybe you're right. Let me try what they're saying. Let's try it. Hear that word I don't like, but let's do what he's saying.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you could start from the top.
This is the book of 1 John 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
Keep going.
For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God
Go ahead.
whom he have not seen?
How you gonna love something that you don't know or didn't see? He's right in front of your face. Like, yeah, God is real. You're supposed to want to believe in God that you never seen. But how do you know he's real if you're not doing the work? If you hate your brother, you really can't see God. I can see God because I'm doing the work. Listen, God is acting through me to do the work. I am a vessel of the Lord. So I'm going out there waking up my brothers and telling them what they're doing wrong, correcting them, telling them there's a better way of doing it, telling them that you're an Israelite. You're not doing that. So how can you talk about, oh, I believe in God? You don't even see God before, but you got this brother out here hurting that wants your help, and you just want his money. You just want his wife. You just want to feed him lies. You just want him to feed your ego. Because a lot of pastors get their egos fed. They on that pulpit, whatever they call that garbage. They on that pulpit, and everybody is speaking in tongues, sounding like what's that? That mask on Crash Bandicoot. What they be sounding like? It's like, like that's what they sound like, man. It's a bunch of bullcrap, man. You have not seen God, but you see your brother every single day struggling in poverty. What else? Hurting, and you don't want to help him. You don't want to love him. So how can you really love God, really? You understand what I'm saying? You can't love God. You might as well say you don't believe in God because you don't actually believe in God because you're not loving your brother. You're not protecting your brother. You're not showing him the way. All that type of stuff. And that should be Christian pastors and every black man that want to say they believe in God should be charged for not doing the work of the Lord. And that's helping their brother and loving their brother as thyself. Yeah, man. Now, if you could you get, now if I start from the top?
This is book of 1 John 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
Listen, you're a liar. Bibles clearly say you're a liar, man. You don't love your brother, you're a liar. Yeah, man. I can't believe you. I can't trust you because you are a liar. Now, if you could you give me Proverbs chapter 12, verse 22?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 12, and verse 22. Oh, 22. Proverbs 12 and 22.
Come.
Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord.
Lying lips is what?
Are an abomination to the Lord.
See, lying lips is an abomination unto the Lord. It's disgusting. It's not acceptable. Lying. You saying you love God, but you hate your brother. You're lying. And the Most High said it is an abomination. Your lying lips, you running your mouth, you in that pulpit, want to talk about brotherhood, talk about sisterhood, and whatever you talk about on that pulpit, but then your actions show that you really don't. Because according to the Bible, if you love thy brother, if you love God, you will keep his commandments. So if you love God, you will keep his commandments. A commandment is love thy brother as thyself. You understand? Even Christ was advocating and promoting that in the New Testament. He was promoting brotherhood. And your actions show that you don't keep the commandments. So which means is you really don't love your brother. So that makes you a liar, and that makes you abominable, basically. It makes you, we don't, like, the Lord don't accept you. The Lord thinks you're disgusting because you're lying. You know what I mean? Like, understand that you're lying. Now, if you could you give me 1 John chapter 2, verse 4? Yeah, man. You can't be lying to the people. Listen, be straight up with me, man. Say you don't, listen, be one of those coons and those sandal boot-looking people and say that you hate me. Yeah, I mean, don't be lying to me and giving me smooth words and smooth as butter and lotion, and then you lead me into a burning house like Martin Luther King said.
Right.
You leading me into damnation. You leading me into captivity again, like the oppressor.
Right.
Yeah, man. Now, if you could, you read, sir.
1 John 2 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments.
Listen, if you're not keeping his commandments, you don't know the Most High. You don't love him, and you don't know him. The I.S.U.K is the only people that know God. We know him because we are keeping his commandments. We believe what the Most High say, and we're going to do it. Understand? Read from the top again, sir.
This is the book, 1 John 2 and verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments.
Listen, if we keep his commandments, man, what is one of his commandments, man? One of his commandments is loving your brother. That's one of his commandments. You can't keep that. It's not hard to keep. Just follow the commandments. Come in I.S.U.P.K, we'll show you. It's very simple. You know what I mean? Just walk inside these doors, come to 41 Garrett Road, Upper Darby, PA.
Right.
And walk in these doors, ask questions, being here for, I believe, 90 days, get your Hebrew name, become a trooper, put that all black on,
Right.
and learn brotherhood. We're in a war now, in the spiritual, and we need brothers.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you could you be 1 John chapter 2, verse 7.
This is the book of 1 John 2, verse 7. Brethren, I write no new commandment unto you, but an old commandment which ye had from the beginning.
Or what?
Which ye had from the beginning.
Listen, we had an old commandment that we had from the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you could stay right there, but give me Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17.
Slack, start at 1, please. The water.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 1.
Let's see what he's talking about.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel.
Speak of the who?
Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel.
Speak to the Hamites.
All the congregation of the children of Israel.
The Edomites.
All the congregation of the children of
The
Israel.
Moabites.
All the congregation of the children of
You understand?
Israel.
This is speaking about Israel. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. It's not speaking about nobody else. You know, if you could, drop down to 17.
This is the book of Leviticus, the 19 and verse 17.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Thou shalt not what?
Hate thy brother in thine heart.
It's telling you not to do it. That's a commandment. Thou shalt is a commandment. It's telling you not to do it. It's saying not to hate thy brother in thy heart. Keep going.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor,
Keep going.
and not suffer sin upon him.
You understand? Go to 18.
Verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
You understand what I'm saying? We're not supposed to bear any grudge or avenge our people, man. That's a commandment. That's the old commandment. That's the old commandment that is speaking of.
Right.
Now, if you could you go back to is it 1 John chapter 2, verse 7?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the old commandment that is speaking of. That's in the New Testament too, by the way. That's in the New Testament for you Christians that say the law is done away with. That's a commandment that is from the Old Testament that the New Testament is quoting. Like, Christ never done away with the law, man. Never did, man. Like, if Christ did away with the law, matter of fact, according to you, Christ did away with the law. That's why you don't got brotherhood. Because you think that Christ did away with the law. But he didn't. Because we got to still be brothers to one another. Right. Now, if you could, can you read?
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2, and verse 7.
Go ahead.
Brethren, I write no new commandment unto you.
Go ahead.
But an old commandment which ye had from the beginning.
See, the old commandment was the Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. That's the old commandment. Right. That was from the beginning. That was in the Torah that Moses was speaking to us about. Keep going.
The old commandment is the word which ye have heard from the beginning.
Go ahead. Go to 8.
8. Again, a new commandment I write unto you.
Go ahead.
Which thing is true in him and in you, because the darkness is past and the true light now shineth.
Keep going.
Verse 9. He that saith he is in the light and hateth his brother.
Hated what?
Hated his brother.
Go ahead.
Is in darkness even until now.
Listen, if you're saying you hate your brother, you are in darkness.
Right.
Listen, the Christian pastor is in darkness.
Right.
The Muslim imam is in darkness. They don't love their brothers because they're lying to them. They're telling them to be Muslims. We're not no Muslim. We ain't no Arab. Right. I mean, why would I tell my brother to go to Mecca, circle a rock and kiss it so he can get herpes? How many people kiss a rock? Millions of people kissing that rock. You telling me none of them got herpes? Make that make sense to me, man. How are you going to Mecca kissing a rock and everybody has kissed it? Why would you want to kiss something that everybody kissed? Right. That's disgusting, man. And for black Muslims, our brothers, to tell us to do that is unbrotherly. I would never tell my brother to go over there and kiss no goddamn rock. Right. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get my people, my black and Hispanic American people to stop kissing rocks in the ghetto getting high. Stop putting that rock in that pipe getting high. That's the rock that I know that they kissing. I'm trying to tell them to stop kissing. You understand? Tell them to stop smoking. You tell them to go. It's so godly to go over there, go have your highs and kiss a rock. I can't tell my brother that, man. And Islam is garbage. Islam is not for black people, man. Christianity is not for black people. And this is coming from a brother to another brother. Christianity and Islam is garbage. They destroyed our people, man. And they all are liars, and they all in darkness. You understand what I'm saying? You're allowing Islam to beat your wife. We're not allowed to beat our wives in the I.S.U.P.K. We're going to deal with our women according to knowledge. Right. You know what I mean? We're going to deal with them in a brotherly manner. You understand what I'm saying? We're not going to beat our women because they want to be disobedient. You know what I mean? Right. And we definitely ain't going to leave our women. We ain't going to give our women no divorce and stuff like that because you done with them and you want to have sex with another woman. We ain't going to do that either, man. Because we are brothers and sisters at the end of the day, man. We're going to follow these commandments. And the Christian church is going to tell you, you know what I mean? Listen, the Christian church is going to tell you everything that Christ was against. That's what they're going to do. Right. They're going to tell you everything that Christ is against, man. Christ is against smoking weed. Christ is against eating shrimp, crab, and lobster. Right. Christ is against homosexuals. Christ is against murderers and all these type of things. And when you look at the ghetto and you see all these people out here doing all these horrible things, you see these churches and these pastors is in here and you don't see no progress in the neighborhood because they're in darkness. Right. The people are in darkness and the pastors are in darkness. That's the main reason why the people are in darkness, because the pastors are in darkness. You understand? We're not coming to life because the pastors are not the light. But guess who's the light? I.S.U.P.K. Right. In the I.S.U.P.K, we are the light of the nations. I pray you understand. Now, if you could you give me 1 John? Oh, matter of fact, it's the same scripture. But go down to 10.
This is book 1 John, chapter 2, verse 10. Mm-hmm. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light.
Understand what I'm saying? I love my brother. I mean, don't the Bible say we're the light of the nations?
Right.
I love my brother. I'm going to show them that I am the light. I am the way. I am to get you out of darkness. That's what a brother is going to do to another brother that's in darkness. He's going to fight to help him get out of darkness.
Right.
You understand? We're going to get him out of there. See, my mind state is get him out of darkness. Go and raise my voice loud and spare not and show him the harsh reality that he lives and get him out of darkness. That's what I'm going to do. Christian pastor, gonna give you smooth things. It's gonna try to sleep with your wife. You're gonna take your money for a nice suit, nice house. Can't even pay your bills. He's telling you the wrong things. And then what makes me so messed up about these pastors, man, I'm staying on these pastors, man, because they're the problem in the community. They don't bring out scriptures as much as we do. They say one scripture and talk the whole 2 hours about that scripture. That's all they do. And man, make it sound good. Listen, they try to make it sound good, you understand? But it's not good, man. It's dark. It's not the light that you need. It definitely is death. It's not the life that you need. Slack is not the death. It's not the life that you need. They try to think it's life, but it's not. They want to talk about the breath of life. They don't have the breath of life, man.
Right.
They're suffocating. Listen, they are breathless. Right. And if you could keep reading.
And there is none occasion of stumbling in him.
Okay, keep going.
Verse 11. But he that hateth his brother is in darkness.
Listen, you are in darkness if you hate your brother, man. That's why in the Bible, I believe it's Deuteronomy chapter 28:54, it says, your eye shall be evil towards your brother. That's darkness. Like if you ever walk past and mean mug one of your brothers, you wanted to ride one of your brothers, you couldn't stand one of your brothers because he got a nice car, he got a good job, his woman is beautiful, and you can't stand him, that's darkness. And that's hating your brother. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, we got to get from that, man. We got to get from hating our people, man, our brothers and sisters, man, and get back to this light, man. This is the light right here. The Holy Bible is the light, man, and it's going to keep you alive if you abide by it. Now, if you could, you go to you read 11?
I'm in the middle.
All right, come on, keep going.
And walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because that darkness hath blinded his eyes.
Listen, you don't know where to go. You're lost out here. Where you gonna go if you're full of darkness? You can't see.
Right.
Where are you gonna go?
Right.
Oh, you're gonna go to Islam? Islam is darkness. That's gonna keep you blinded. You go to Christianity? Christianity gonna keep you blinded. Oh, you're gonna go to the army? You're just gonna go and help your oppressor murder other people. That's gonna leave you in darkness. Like you can't listen. If you following this society, you ain't gonna have nowhere to go, man. Listen, you see the light, and that's I.S.U.P.K. You walk towards there. You come in these doors, and you're gonna not be blinded anymore. In order for you to really be a brother, now if you could, can you give me the don't be conformed to this world? And man, like in order for you to get out of darkness, I'm gonna show you what you need to do. I'm gonna show you how to get out of darkness. You know when you're there, sir.
Mm-hmm. This is the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
Be not what?
And be not conformed to this world.
Listen, you can't be conformed to this world, man. You're going to be in darkness if you're conformed to this world.
Right.
If you hate your brother, that's being conformed to this world, man.
Right.
This world teach you to hate your brother, even though they think love is love. They don't really love you. The oppressor don't love you. The oppressor hates you. The oppressor want to eradicate you off this planet. That's why he's telling you to hate your brother. That's why he pushes music that makes us hate one another.
Right.
Do you hear this rap music today? It's entertaining, but it's just saying killing another brother, having sex with another sister and putting her away. That's all darkness. That's all things that's of this world. Now it is entertaining. Don't get me wrong. I listen to it, but the oppressor got so much power that he can get rid of that. He could say, "We don't want no more rap music. We don't want no more murder and rap music. And we just want to put this rap music out." He feeds y'all this, and then we already doing it, so now we relating to it more.
Right.
So now we're going to keep doing it. See, my thing is, how I look at it is about not being conformed to this world. When I was in the world, because I make music, right? In my head, I'm trying to change the reality. Because basically, if we keep feeding our people the same stuff, the situation ain't gonna change. And this is how you be conformed. You understand what I'm saying? You come into I.S.U.P.K, you be conformed. Like, my whole reality is different now. I understand that my people out there hurting, but for my life, it's not that reality anymore. For my life, I ain't gotta wake up. I gotta think about. I gotta grab a gun and murder one of my brothers. That's not my reality anymore. You know what I mean? It's my people reality, which is my reality. But I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to look over my shoulder and think somebody's gonna murder me. I don't have to worry about somebody, trying to harm me because I'm in the streets. You understand what I'm saying? My reality is totally different now because I'm in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I mean? Like, now I got a different reality. Now I'm trying to put that reality on the people that I'm living, that keeping the commandments, showing them a better way of doing something. That's the reality that we need to show them. They're going to see my reality now by keeping these commandments, by showing them that it's not hard to do. And you cannot be conformed to this world if you want a different reality. If you want a different reality for yourself, you gotta not be conformed to this world.
Right.
Now, if you could, can you keep going?
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Listen, in order to get out of darkness, you have to be a changed person. Right. Your mind has to change. Listen, you can't think the way you used to think. You can't do the things that you used to do. You can't eat what you want to eat. You can't celebrate what you want to celebrate. In order to get out of darkness, you have to be not conformed to this world and renew your mind and basically becoming a new person. Like when somebody walk up to you and say, "That's not so-and-so that I knew in the before." It's a different person. You want people to walk up to you and say, "Man, you changed. Man, you changed a lot. You're not the person that you used to be." That's how you get out of darkness.
Right.
You know what I mean? Is changing your life and being a new person. Right. And getting a Hebrew name. You understand? You coming in the I.S.U.P.K, you're gonna get a Hebrew name. Right. You're not gonna be no longer who you was in the world. You're gonna be Quatazar. Listen, I'm Quatazar now. I'm not my slave name no more. Right. I'm not none of that no more. I'm out of darkness. And I'm fighting to stay in the light. And Brotherhood is going to keep me in the light. Right. That's what's going to happen. It's going to keep me there. It's not going to pull me back. Right. It's going to keep me there. Even if I'm trying to go back to the darkness, my brother's going to be tugging me, so I won't go back there. Right. That's real true brotherhood, man. And in order to really have true brotherhood, is to be a new person. Because once you become a new person, you want to start forgiving people. You start to think a little different. Like you start to have that burden of the burden of their trauma start to lift off of you. And you're like, "Oh, I'm at ease now," even though everything's still a fight. You know what I mean? You won't be thinking about all the evil things that you used to do in the world, all the evil eyes you had towards your brother. You won't have that type of mind state anymore. you'll move in another manner, and the people that that trespass against you, you don't even think about it. Man, listen, brother. Listen, brother. No sweat. Don't worry about it, man. I'm a whole different person. I ain't holding that against you. And man, and maybe they'll come in the truth once they see you come out of darkness. Yeah, man. And well, we need to understand that we supposed to have our brothers' backs. Understand? We don't supposed to be no Cain in this world. We're not supposed to be murdering our brothers like Cain did Abel. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you could you give me Genesis chapter 4, verse 8? And man, we're gonna talk about Cain and Abel real quick. Basically a little real quick summary. Cain killed Abel. It's Adam's son, right? Adam and Eve kids. They got born. I believe Abel brought an offering. I think it was fruit, an offering, and Cain brought an offering. And the Most High respected Abel's offering more than Cain's offering. And Cain was he was mad. He was tight. You hear me? He was mad. He ain't like that. He was hating on his brother because his brother is like, listen, the Most High respected his offering more than he did. You know what Cain should have did, man? Cain should have just Cain should have asked the Most High, what to do, like how to please you, how to get a better, how should I get my respect from you? That's what he should have done. But he had hate in his heart towards his brother. You understand what I'm saying? If you could, can you read?
This is the book of Genesis, the 4 and verse 8. And Cain talked with Abel his brother. And it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him.
Listen, you don't want to be Cain, man. And Cain is just if I'm not mistaken about it, correct me if I'm wrong, is Esau in the spirit. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to, when you murder your brother in this world, just know that you got Esau's spirit on you. Right. You got the Edomite spirit on you because they're murderers. Right. What the Bible say, cunning hunters and stuff like that. Listen, I think the YM, whatever, Melly, I think he's just locked up right now. He's supposed to be getting out. But he got a song called Murder on My Mind. You understand? That is Esau. Esau has murder on his mind all the time. He got murder on his mind. You killing your brother because you hating on him. You understand? Just like Cain did to Abel, because he was hating on him. He had the flyest clothes. He had the baddest women, and you murdered him because he was hating on him. He had more respect in the hood than you did. And you murdered him because of all these things, man. You don't want to be like Cain, man, that slew Abel in the field. Now this is
got precept when Cain and Esau.
I kind of go ahead, sir.
This is the book of John, the 8th and verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil,
right? And
the lust of your father ye will do,
right?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
Listen, shalom. You are the father. Listen, I think General Mayak brought that out yesterday. I mean, you are the father of the devil, man. Hey, listen. If you going against your brother and you want to be up the oppressor rear end, that's your dad. Understand that. Right. If you following the oppressor doing what he does, and then when the I.S.U.P.K tell you to separate and you want to defend your oppressor, that is your daddy. Understand that. And a lot of our brothers and sisters got the oppressor spirit on them, man. They do. They got that murderous spirit on them, man. Like Cain. Right. Cain had that murderous spirit on him because the Most High didn't respect us. Listen, I said, listen, how do I gain your respect, Yahweh? That's what I would say. Listen, forgive me for bringing you something that wasn't worthy. What can I do to make it worthy, to gain your respect? That's what Cain should have did instead of murdering his brother. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you could, can you read 9?
This book, Genesis 4 and verse 9. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not.
Right.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Listen, you don't want to be like Cain and getting smart with the Most High.
Right.
You don't want to be getting smart with. You want to play with the Most High.
Right.
Like, why would you get smart with the Most High, man? And he said that, I don't know where he's at. I'm not my brother's keeper. Listen, guess what? In the I.S.U.P.K, I am my brother's keeper. Understand that. I got my brother back.
Right.
You know what I mean? I am his keeper to the day that I die. And blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we don't supposed to have that mind state of saying, I'm not my brother's keeper. Don't be like Cain, man. Don't be have that murderous spirit on you that hates your brother. You know what I mean? That you did some horrible thing to. You know what I mean? You're supposed to love your brother as thyself, man. And what's so heavy about it is a lot of our people, you know, are not really brothers and sisters to one another. I mean, case in point, man, me and some of the brothers, you know, we went out to Drake night and stuff like that this weekend. You know what I mean? That's past, right? You know what I mean? It was a good time, but I noticed the sister, man, she was just drunk all over the place, belligerent. Like she didn't know where she was at. Like to the point that like she blacked out drunk. You know what I mean? She approached me all stupid drunk. And I'm like, oh, you need to relax. Like, where's your friends at? Where's the sober one the one that's gonna be your keeper tonight, your designated driver that makes sure you get home safe? But guess where they was at? They was at doing the same thing she was doing. Listen, I'm gonna be my brother's keeper. I'm gonna make sure my brother get home safe. Cause that sister was so messed up to the point that anybody could take advantage of that sister, man. And we need to keep our minds in a right place. Like, listen, we all going out somewhere. Somebody gotta relax. Somebody gotta be on point. Somebody gotta watch my back. I gotta watch his back. Listen, and you know it's crazy. When we was in that, listen, shout out to Mathumya and the Thunya. You understand what I'm saying? Because they was holding Shamar at Drake night. That's what they was doing. I was like, yo, listen, especially Mathumya. Mathumya is serious about this work. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, come on, come in the mix with us. You know what I mean? He was like, listen, nah, I'm making sure y'all good. That's exactly what Mathumya said, man. I'm gonna make sure y'all good. That's being your brother's keeper. You understand? That's a real brother right there. That he willing to not have a good time to make sure his brothers is safe. He's paying attention to all these knuckleheads that's getting drunk and making sure, I mean, things ain't, things is going to how it's supposed to be. I mean, watching our backs. You understand what I'm saying? But you don't want to be like Cain and not be your brother's keeper. You want to be your brother's keeper, man. You want to do it, man. You have to do it. It's very vital for you to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, shalom, Lord Christ. Shalom, shalom. It means it's very vital for you to do it, man. You got to be your brother's keeper, man. You got to have their back. Because in order to do that, man, like I said, man, listen, that sister was tore up. And I'm looking like, where's her friends at? Like, she was like, ain't nobody sober right here that's going to like drive her. Like, who's driving y'all home? Like, y'all all tore up. She don't know where she at, man. Anybody could have took advantage of that sister, man. Right. And I had to tell her, like, yo, you need to go relax where your friends at, because you tripping right now. Yeah, man. And it was just wild, man. To show you all her friends out there going twerking, listen. Being free right in 21, if you're free right in 21, it means just doing what they want to do. You understand that? If you could, can you give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 verse 7? This is very vital for us to do, man. Because like I said, I want to be around nobody that's not gonna have my back. I gotta make sure the people around me is solid. You understand? That's gonna make sure I'm safe and I'm good. You know what I mean? And have my back like I'm gonna have theirs. Understand what I'm saying? If you could, you read it, sir.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, 6 verse 7. If thou wilt get us a friend, prove him first.
Listen, once you get a friend, man, prove him, man. Listen, don't be. Listen, you got to make sure that they real, they solid, and they make sure that they got your back, that they're gonna die for you. They're gonna make sure that you safe. Cause you going out, man, and you getting drunk, and then like all y'all getting drunk. Who watching your back? Sometimes somebody just gotta sit back and say, all right, I'm gonna make sure my brothers is cool, my sisters is cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna get too messed up. I'm just gonna have a few drinks here, but I'm gonna be on point, so we all can get home safe. Like that sister and that John was just messed up, man. Like, like and I was just praying and hope that she made it home safe, because it was just very, very, very embarrassing for her. And man, it probably was all a blur. And when she woke up, hope she didn't wake up next to somebody that she don't know. And man, like, who is this person? Because she was so drunk. Listen, she was telling her brother, like she was messed up, man. And her friends was nowhere to be found. They was doing anything, and that was like, I didn't like that. Right. Yeah, man. Like even though I was, somewhere where a lot of people in the world be at, but it was like our people, like, damn, we don't got no self-control, man. Like we just want to have a good time, that we go too far, and you got to make sure that the people around you is gonna make sure that you're safe. Because if you ain't got that type of people around you, man, what you gonna do? And man, you just going to get taken advantage of. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going, sir.
This book, Ecclesiastes 6 verse 7. If thou wilt get us a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Listen, man, don't be so quick to call that person your friend, because he might not be your friend. She might not be your friend. She might not, and technically, she might not be your brother or sister. Like, you can't be so quick to, the call them your friend, call them your brother, because guess what? They don't care about nobody but their own self. You understand what I'm saying? Shalom, Lord Christ. They don't care about nobody but their own self. I mean, their own interests. I mean, everybody want to get drunk. Everybody want to get high. Everybody want to get messed up. Nobody don't want to be sober and make sure everybody get home safe. Nobody don't want to, lay off the things to make sure people get home safe, man. Like, nobody don't want to do that, man. But in I.S.U.P.K, for brothers, listen, man, these brothers are solid, man.
Right.
We gonna make sure we get home safe, man. Some people say, all right, I'm gonna fall back for a minute. I remember at Passover. I remember at the all-black party, man. Listen, people was, I was designated driver. You understand what I'm saying? I made sure brothers got home safe. I ain't drink nothing. They had wine there. They ain't really had no hard liquor. No tequila that I like. You understand what I'm saying? They did that wine there, but people still was a little saucy. I made sure they got home safe. You understand? Well, to the hotel safe. I made sure that was on me, and that's brotherhood, man. And shout out, like I said, shout out to my thumb and the done. They made sure that that we was good. Right. You know what I mean? So they commended, they solid, and they showed me through their works that they could be my friend, they could be my brother by just seeing them, falling back. Like, no, y'all listen, y'all have a good time. Next time, you do the same for me. You got to make sure that they solid. You got to make sure that that they're gonna have your back. That sister, nobody had her back, man. They all there out there twerking, having a good time, getting drunk, and nobody not looking after this sister because she got way too drunk. Like, she was done. You understand what I'm saying? You got to make sure you prove the people that's around you first, man. And honestly, you should expect that from people in the world. In the I.S.U.P.K, you're going to expect solid brothers looking after one another. Right. I am my brother's keeper. I don't know what Cain talking about, but I am my brother's keeper. Right. And I'm going to have his back to the day that I die. You know what I mean? That's an I.S.U.P.K thing. Like, we're going to have our brothers back until the day that they die. Right. Like, we're not going to run on our brothers. We're not the Christian church. We're not the Muslim mosque. We're not regular people out here. We are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, and we are warriors. And we're going to die for our brothers if we have to. We're going to look after our brothers if we have to. That's what's going to happen. Y'all got to understand that, you know, coming into this body, coming into this school is the most excellent thing that you can do. Because while you lack something, because that sister lacks self-control, that she ain't know when to stop. Yeah, I mean, ain't nobody to tell her you need to stop. In the I.S.U.P.K, they're going to tell me to stop. Yo, Ak, you're having too much to drink. You need to relax. Ak, drink some water. Matter of fact, what they say, eat some cake. Do something. You go sober up. Relax. You had too much to drink. And then they know, listen, especially the men above me, listen, you've been drinking too much. Listen, take a break. Don't drink for 2 months. Don't drink for 3 months. Have some self-control. That's what we need to teach our brothers and sisters, to have self-control when they go out here, man. Because that sister could have got, violated in the worst way because she was drunk and she would have never known it. Mind you, she was French kissing the guy. She was talking to me, and then she started French kissing the guy. Like dancing with the guy. I'm like, oh, we don't know if he got herpes, cold sores on his lip, whatever. Like you just doing this and you don't even know this, man, because you have no self-control and your friends are garbage. They are in darkness. And like I said, I expect that from people in the world, man. That's why you gotta come in the I.S.U.P.K to get out of darkness, man. You gotta get out of this, man, because like I said, man, we dying out here, man. Listen, much polygamy. Listen, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Slack, much polygamy. Yeah, man. I pray you understand. Those who understand, understand. Yeah, man. But like I said, like we gotta like show our people a different way, man. Being in self-control. We gotta learn how to have that mind state. Yeah, man. Like when you see our people like that, you don't take advantage of them.
Right.
Like I was trying to look where her friends was at, but her friends was getting busy. I'm like, hey, y'all getting busy. She is drunk. I'm talking about, I'm looking at her like she about to fall out. Like, where's your friends at, man? You know where my friends is at? On the side of me. My friends is over there watching on Shamar. Like just paying attention to the scene. Because like I said, anything can happen in those scenes. Because we are in darkness, anything can happen. But guess what? You go to that all-black party, what Commander GEN.YAHANNA say? Ain't nobody got robbed. Ain't nobody got hurt. Nobody got murdered. There wasn't no fights. You go to a club or, Drake night, is something bound to pop off. It don't matter if it's cops there or not because we are in darkness. Like we hate each other, you understand? And something is bound to pop off. This is why we got to be on alert. You know what I mean? Because you don't ever know what might get happen. And because we are around people that's in the world that's like their minds is not how ours are and stuff like that, that we got to pay attention, man. Like I said, man, I wish that sister got home safely, man. And I hope that she didn't do anything she regret. I mean, looking next to her, like, who the hell is this man? Who the hell better face? These days, it's men and women in bed with each other. So, like, who the hell is this woman? It's messed up, man. Now, if you could you give me Matthew chapter 12, verse 46?
Matthew 12, verse 46.
Go ahead.
While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him.
Listen, this is Christ, right? His mother and his brothers want to speak to him, right? Keep going.
Come. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee.
Keep going.
48. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren?
Listen, he basically saying, he asking the question, who is my mother, who is my brother, man? His mother and his brothers are standing right there wanting to speak with their son and their brother. Keep going.
Verse 29. And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, Behold, my mother and my brother.
See, listen. He turned around and said, these are my brothers and this is my mother. Why he said that though? Why is he doing that? Why is he saying these are my brothers and this is my mother? Keep going.
Verse 50. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
Listen, if you ain't keeping these commandments and doing what the Most High wants you to do, technically you ain't my brother and you ain't my mother. And you are in darkness. So which means is I gotta watch you. I gotta make sure that you won't harm me.
Right.
I gotta look at you a little bit. Like, okay, this person in the world. Like, I gotta make sure. I have to expect the worst from you because you're in darkness. Even though you're my brother, I don't want to feel that way against you. But guess what? When I'm in these clubs, I gotta have on the back of my mind that it might be a shooting. It might be a fight. It might be some stupid thing that goes on. But guess what? In I.S.U.P.K, these is my brothers. Right. And we do the will of the Father, man. Right. Like we do the will of the Father, man. Coming to I.S.U.P.K, you're gonna see brotherhood, man. And you're gonna see us keeping these commandments, man. Right. Now you know that now. We always gonna keep these commandments. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. There's no excuses. I'm looking at a banner right now in this school and it say no excuses. Right. Listen, we make no excuses. We don't make no excuses to not be brothers to one another. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, Abide do the will of the Father. I do the will of the Father. And the officer, captain, and general are doing the will of the Father, man. They are my brothers and my sisters. Even the sisters in the school that's older than me, that's my elder, is my mother. You understand what I'm saying? That's my mother. I look at her as a mother figure. You understand what I'm saying? That's who that is. Even though, I can love my mother in the world, but that's my mother because I can trust her. I know that she's gonna have my best interest because she's keeping the commandments, man. Right. Understand that, man. She's keeping the commandments. So that's what we need to understand as people, man. We need to come and start doing the will of the Father so we could really 100% genuinely be brothers and sisters. Right. Yeah, man, because we outside in this world in darkness, we can't genuinely be brothers and sisters. And like I said, the oppressors are going to look at us as savages and animals, man, and we can't get along. Yeah, man. Like, listen, you should hear the oppressor on Call of Duty when I play it. They got the same stereotypical black jokes, and you don't got no job, you're lazy, y'all kill one another. What else? What else they say about us? Eat fried chicken, and even though that's not, I love fried chicken. I'm sorry, and watermelon. Watermelon's good for you. So, but they say all these stereotypical black things that make it seem like, okay, we murdering each other, we killing each other, we lazy, we can't get no jobs, we work at Taco Bell or, yeah, man, which is, whatever. But the thing is we got to stop giving them reasons to say we're killing one another. Right. Yeah, I mean, you can't get mad at us for the oppressor not giving us a good job. Yeah, I mean, the oppressor runs this world. You understand what I'm saying? They got the jobs. They don't want to give a felon a job. Yeah, man, majority of black men in the hood got felonies, so they can't get no job. So you can't fault them for not, working at Taco Bell, but still, it's like, how you gonna be mad at them for what you created, what you did? Like, they got a mind of you, of the oppressor. Not, they don't have their own mind. They think like the oppressor. They think like Esau. They don't think like Abide. They don't think like Quatazar or any other, priest and prophet of the Lord and the I.S.U.P.K. They don't think like us. They think totally different, man. They think like the oppressor. So, but we are not lazy. We're not lazy. We might work at Taco Bell, but that don't make us lazy. I mean, we working. You better be happy this black man is working at Taco Bell, because he could be destroying the community. At least he's working at Taco Bell. He could be shooting and killing somebody. You understand what I'm saying? And I commend a brother for doing that. That's in the world. That's done. Listen, like, I don't want to do the street life no more. I'd rather work at Taco Bell. You understand? I don't want to sell drugs anymore. I'd rather work at McDonald's. You know what I mean? I don't want to do this no more. I'd rather work here. There's nothing wrong with that, man. And the hell with the white man, whoever thinks that, you try to stereotype us because of, old stereotypical things. Listen, man, we look better than you. We smell better than you. Even the men that work at Taco Bell got more salt than you.
Right.
Yeah, man. And only thing we got to do is bring them in the I.S.U.P.K. and show them how to be brothers and unify with his brothers in his I.S.U.P.K. Other than that, the hell with the white man. The white man is going to slavery. I mean, God hates the white man. God is going to destroy the white man.
Right.
Christ's going to come back and he's going to do way worse than way worse than what we say. You understand? So I pray you understand. Now, if you could, let's see. Let me see real quick. Dang, I can't think of the scripture. Set on high. Can you give me that scripture? Yeah, man. This is what we need to understand, man. In order to get out of this captivity, man, we have to stop doing what the oppressor wants us to do, man. You have to stop doing it. Let me know when you got it.
You're not talking about Deuteronomy 26, right?
I believe so.
Oh, Deuteronomy 28, come on. There's the book of Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Listen, we are a holy people unto the Lord thy God. You understand me? Like, we're supposed to do things differently. We're not supposed to be having that murderous mind state that the oppressor has. We're not supposed to be celebrating Christmas. We're not supposed to be eating shrimp, crab, and lobster. We're not supposed to be selling drugs to one another. We're supposed to be holy unto the Lord thy God. Which
It's 28.
28, kind of one kind. Go ahead, you can read it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
You got to listen carefully, man. You got to hearken. You got to listen carefully to what the Lord thy God got to say. Keep going.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
Listen, you're going to observe and do all his commandments. Keep going.
Which I command thee this day.
To the day.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
He will set thee on what?
High.
Keep going.
Above all nations of the earth.
Listen, if you keep these commandments, you're going to be set on high above all people. Don't you want that black, Hispanic, Native American, Indian man and woman and child? You should want to be set on high, man.
Right.
Why not be set on high? Like, why not be above all people? What's wrong with that, though? Your oppressor is above you in America. You know that, right? He looks at, he got his nose up. He thinks he's superior. His woman thinks she's superior than anybody else. Why don't you want that? Every other race of people think they're superior when they're in their land. So why don't you want to be superior and above this devil?
Right.
He does not love you, man. Listen, if you got a white dog in your house and you're laying down with him like bestiality, like, listen, you are matter of fact, they're a pet, damn near. Like you are doing a disservice to your brothers and sisters by sleeping with a dog.
Right.
Listen, Christ called these women dogs.
Right.
Listen, and then listen, Christ was so hardcore too that Christ was so superior over that woman by, you know what I'm talking about the crumbs. I mean, he gave her crumbs. Matter of fact, at first he didn't want to.
Right.
He didn't want to give her crumbs. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he didn't want to. Then she knew her place.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Then he's like, you know what? I mean, give her a little scratch. I mean, give her give her the little bit of meat on the bone that we give the dogs. Right. You know, when you're at the dinner table, we eat a piece of chicken and all that. You know, you might give it to your dog, and when you finish with it, that's what that white woman got. They ain't gonna get no loaf of bread. You think that white woman gonna get a loaf of bread? Hell no, slack. Emphatically, no. It's not gonna happen. You know who's gonna get that loaf of bread? That cult princess. That's who's gonna get that loaf of bread.
Right.
Not that dog. And you're not being a brother by making babies with a dog.
Right.
You're not going to be a sister by making babies with a dog. White man a dog too, man. Listen, man. Like y'all, listen, man. We are above them, man.
Right.
You rather be with a dog, or you would rather be with a prince or a princess of the Lord.
Right.
Like, think about that. You're with a dog. He has fleas. They smell like hot dog water. That's what they smell like. They smell like, I don't know what this. They smell like anything. They smell too like an African. You understand what I'm saying? You rather be with them, or you rather be with a cult princess or cult prince of the Lord. Like, you got to make your decision, because I'm being a brother right now because I'm a little short on time. You understand what I'm saying? You should want to be with a black man or a black woman.
Right.
I'm being a brother to you and letting you know that. Especially a black man. You should not be putting your ride inside of no dog.
Right.
You're gonna get fleas. I understand that. You're gonna get fleas. And you don't want that, man. You don't want me to look. Listen, you think you're gonna be sleeping with a white woman in the kingdom? You're gonna have you a sister, man.
Right.
You're gonna have you a nice black woman, a beautiful Hispanic woman, a beautiful Indian woman, Native American woman, man.
Right.
That's what you're gonna have, man.
Right.
And we're gonna have brotherhood, man. That's what's gonna be in the kingdom, brotherhood. And I'm gonna tell you, you can't touch her. She is a dog.
Right.
You know what I mean? She is gonna make my off-white sneakers. She's gonna listen. She's gonna watch my children. Listen, she is going to sew and make my garments. She's gonna do everything that we doing today. That's what that white woman gonna do. You understand? You know, and that white man gonna do the same exact thing. And listen, man, like y'all gonna change all y'all names too. I'm gonna change all y'all names. Listen. Since y'all want to make us buy words, you gonna be the nigga. You understand? You're gonna be called Tyrone. You're gonna be called Shaniqua. They want to keep them stereotypical black names, right? They want to say, "Oh, our name's Shaniqua," and this and that and the third. Your name gonna be Shaniqua.
Right.
Your name is gonna be Tyrone. You understand? Jamal, Abdul. That's what your name gonna be. You know what I mean? And listen, don't listen. You better not rap. I'm gonna give you a rap name too. If I could, so if I could, can you give me? We're going. What's up? All right, we're going to end the class with Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. No, matter of fact, we're going to use that. Then let brotherly love continue. You know that scripture? All right, end with the let brotherly love continue.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1.
Go ahead.
This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endureth forever.
Go ahead.
They that keep it shall come to life.
Listen, you keep this law, you're gonna come to life, man. Like, you see us in this in school right now, full of life. Like, I moved different when I came in here, man. Like, I was dying outside these doors, man. Like, a lot of bad stuff was happening to me. This is the main reason why I came in this in this school. Listen, it been how long was I watching I.S.U.P.K? I was watching I.S.U.P.K for like 4 years, maybe longer than that. And I was watching other camps too. I couldn't make my mind up. But listen, I was an individual. Like, I had the shirts with the fringes on. I had that. And bad stuff happened to me when I had that shirt on. I actually got I actually got stabbed with that shirt on. A lot of people don't know that. Like, I got stabbed with that shirt on the Sabbath day. That was one strike. Something happened to me later down the line. There was another strike. And then around, I believe, October, maybe in September, late September, something else happened to me. And I said, this is enough. And I came inside this school. I could have been dead. Listen, I got stabbed. I could have been dead. But I started to change. I told them I'm coming inside school. Second time I was bull, BSing. Then come inside school. The third time was the charm. I was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Like, this is killing me. So, literally, I came inside the school, and I was everything. Listen, I still have my problems, but everything is different now. Like, I'm a whole like my whole life is changed and different. A lot of stuff ain't happening to me anymore. I believe the main reason why all those things was happening to me because I wasn't in the I.S.U.P.K. I wasn't in the truth. I was lukewarm. I was that lukewarm Israelite that with 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I wanted to be in here. I didn't want to be in here. I was playing the sidelines. God spit me out of his mouth, man. Like, he hate those type of people. And I think he punished me and inflicted me more because I knew I was an Israelite. I knew the I.S.U.K. was the truth. I just was playing with it. And now I'm in here, now I'm full of life, man. I couldn't be out. Listen, I'm so scared of leaving this school, man, dropping my sword, that I might die when I would leave these doors. Like, I really believe that. I believe, like, if I go out these doors, I'm not going to be protected by the Lord anymore. That's how I feel, and that's what I believe, man. And when I came in these doors, man, like, I got a better outlook on life, man. Like, I'm different now. Like, now people starting to treat me a little bit more different. You know what I mean? Nobody not going to approach me no more how they used to approach me, and I'm not going to think how I used to think. You know what I mean? That's becoming life, and that's keeping these commandments, man. Now I look at my brothers and my sisters like, I mean, I'm not y'all enemies, man. I got mercy. Y'all destroyed. We all destroyed. So it's like, I'm going to look at you a little bit different now since I came to I.S.U.P.K. and I'm keeping these commandments, and I understand brotherhood now. So now it's like, I'm different. I'm a whole different person. And if you could, can you read?
Same scripture or the next one?
Oh no, for the end of 4:1.
This is the book of Ruth to the 4 and verse 1. But such as leave it shall die.
Listen, like I said, if I walk outside these doors, I believe I'm gonna die. So I'm gonna stay here. Like, I'm not dropping my sword, man. And if you're in the I.S.U.P.K, man, if you feel weak sometimes, go get counsel, man. Go get counsel, man, from a brother that's gonna tell you what you need to hear, man. And keep these commandments. And these commandments is not grievous, it's not hard to do, man. You don't want to be out here, you come inside the truth, you find out that you're an Israelite, and then you leave it. You did all this for nothing. You might as well just stay, man, and get counsel, man, and get help because we are our brother's keeper.
Right.
We want to have your back. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you could you give me the scripture, last scripture, we'll end with that.
The book of Hebrews, 13 verse 1.
Go ahead.
Let brotherly love continue.
Listen, man. This is Quadazar Karab at I.S.U.P.K, and I'm here to tell you, let brotherly love continue, man. Like, if you have love for your brother, come into I.S.U.P.K and keep on loving your brother, man. Right. Like in I.S.U.P.K, it's going to keep going on till the day we die. That brotherly love that we have in here is going to keep going until the day that we die. It's never going to leave us. Right. Because we have a system set up, thus saith the Lord, that is going to work for the nation of Israel. Right. It's going to work for our people. Yeah, I mean, the main reason why a lot of stuff is going on today because we lack brotherhood and sisterhood. We have to get out of that mind state of hating one another. Yeah, I mean, we gotta let the brotherly love continue, let the sisterly love continue in order to get out of these, this captivity that we call America, man. That's what we have to do. You understand? We gotta get out of that mind state, man. Right. With that, this is priest and officer Quatazak Karab at the I.S.U.P.K. Make sure y'all pay y'all tithes. And I'm gonna pass the class off to priest and officer Abai Hayah. Time praise.
We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. New brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are to be student only. They are here to shut themselves to the world. They need transportation to teach or arrange. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will quote each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry Allah, which is a commandment found in the book of Numbers, 18 verse 21, book of Malachi, 3 verse 8 through 10. I.S.U.P.K, the 10th and equal 10% of every penny of any increase or gift you give to the teacher, priest fund. We were offering for priests, not made, so what's our about the life? Upcoming Holy Convocation at the Feast of Tabernacles next month. We'll go to a school near you to observe the Feast of Tabernacles. Remind Akim and Akwathian to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, blue shirt, headband, and scarf. With that in mind, we'll stand. And Israel, I'm going to do one praise to the Lord. Aman Shabbat. Aman Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakadam.
At the top, stand down. Sar, turn face sisters. Sister Amani, will you stand? Your mind about your feet, your head bottom covered, your feet connected at a 45-degree angle. And when we say rock, you will salute back. When Israel with the sisters, one person salute. Now Israel. Aman Shabbat. Aman Barak.
Yahweh Shema Atam B'Shem Yahushua.
At the top, you stand down.